Okay, welcome everybody to our weekly webinar. We are on week 11 of our doTERRA products A to Z. This week we're going to be talking about all the Slim and Sassy products as well as all the tea products. So lots of good things this week. First off, I am not a doctor. Oh, and my name is Nicole Vincent for those that are new to this. Hopefully you know me by now. But I am not a doctor. I'm not here to treat, cure, or prevent any disease or condition. If you would like to make changes in your diet or regimen, please consult with your medical professional. First off is our Slim and Sassy blend. This is a metabolic blend of 5 essential oils: grapefruit, lemon, peppermint, ginger, and cinnamon. They are in equal proportions, so if you want to make your own, you totally can. It's equal proportions. Or if you need to leave something out, maybe you are a nursing mom and you would like to leave that peppermint oil out, you can do that and just do equal parts of the other 4 oils. Or, you know, same thing if you're allergic to cinnamon or whatever, it's equal proportions. So that makes it easy if you need to do your own. Slim and Sassy is formulated to promote healthy metabolism. And that can look like speeding up metabolism or slowing down metabolism. It really is adaptogenic to where it can help somebody that maybe needs to release some weight or somebody that needs to obtain some weight. I've seen it work both ways. I've actually used it both ways in myself. And so it is very effective. It manages hunger cravings, but it also helps regulate healthy blood sugar levels so that everything is nice and balanced. It is very calming to the stomach and very mood lifting. If you're not a fan of the flavor of Slim and Sassy, try sticking it in your diffuser. It is absolutely amazing. I do not like the flavor, so I will take the soft gels, and we'll spotlight those here in a minute. But you can take the soft gels or you can put it in your diffuser, and it really does help with cravings, especially sugar and carb cravings. So I love Slim and Sassy for lots of different reasons. It does act as a diuretic and as a stimulant, and it is completely calorie-free and like stimulant-free. So actually, I read that totally wrong. It doesn't act as a diuretic. It is diuretic, stimulant-free, and calorie-free. So diuretic-free, yeah, it's been a long day. It's all good. But we can use this oil all 3 ways. We can use it aromatically, topically, or internally. Because of the cinnamon and the ginger and the peppermint, this is one that we would want to dilute when you're going to be applying it topically. Lots of people will use this in different wraps to help release some toxins from maybe their midsection or maybe their thighs or something like that. Just make sure you dilute it down. A little bit goes a long way. And in other countries, it's called, let's see, what else is it called? Slim and Trim. And there was one year that they came out with a label for it called Cut. What is it? I have one. I'm going to grab it real fast because it's pretty funny. It was Cut and Confident. So they actually, doTERRA had, it's just Slim and Sassy, but you can see on the label it says Cut and Confident. They just made new labels where you could print them off and put them on your bottle for the man in your life. So he wasn't Slim and Sassy, he was Cut and Confident. So that always makes me laugh. But Slim and Sassy comes in the oil form, or it comes in a nice soft gel form. That makes it super easy to get the benefits of Slim and Sassy without necessarily having to taste it. Because it's not everybody's favorite flavor. Some people love it, some people don't. If you have the oil, it's recommended about 2 to 5 drops in your water several times a day. I would recommend starting out with just probably 1 drop because it can be very strong at the beginning. But it really is very effective at helping to regulate your metabolism and can help create a healthy weight within your body, whether you need to gain a little bit of weight or release a little bit of weight. I like to take it before meals or at night. This is one that I do tend to burp up. So yeah, it can be a little tricky. Lita suggests she likes to, under her tongue or in hot water as a tea. That's a great idea. So yeah, you can make a great tea with this. I love the soft gels. It makes it super, super easy just to put that in. So I typically will take this at night before I go to bed because it's one that I tend to burp up. And so I do like to use it before I go to bed so I'm not burning that all day. But great option. You can take it either way. Emotionally, Slim and Sassy is the oil of inner beauty. It helps address the emotional pattern that underlies and contributes to one's weight. So, because weight can go too high or too low. It can go lots of ways. Usually it tends to go too high in a lot of cases, but there are people that are underweight that this can really help with as well. Individuals who need this blend may adhere to strict standards for themselves in diet or weight loss programs. This can help support individuals in releasing heavy emotions, which contribute to physical and emotional pounds. So if I've actually, this kind of gets joked around as it can be a truth serum. And I had the weirdest week. We had been doing Slim and Sassy wraps. I had a party and then a few friends grab the wrap spray that I had made and use it. And they all like confess stuff to like their husband or their boyfriend or whatever that they had been holding back. And it was something that was really been very heavy on them, like a heavy burden. And it kind of like the truth just came out. And it was just like, it was so weird. I had one friend that was she had been hiding some spending. And so she's like, I just had to tell him, like, I couldn't not tell him, like I had to tell him. And anyway, it was funny. And then one, had her ex-husband came to get the kids and she's like, oh, I still love you. And she's like, I didn't say that to anybody. I never even said it out loud, but I had to tell him. And it was a really weird week. But so if there are heavy emotions, it can kind of cause those to come out and deal with that. So think about that, especially if it's contributing to weight, if it relates to the weight. Sometimes we put that weight on to feel safe. Sometimes we take it off to feel more accepted. It just kind of depends. It encourages people to find feelings of self-worth outside of your body image. It encourages individuals to rise above self-judgment by embracing the body's natural beauty and inherent value, regardless of weight, shape, or size. So negative emotions that it can help with are self-criticism, worthlessness, feeling ugly, disgust, or hate for physical appearance. Positive properties are worthwhile, embracing the body's individual beauty, self-acceptance, and inherent value. The Slim and Sassy Control Bars. These come in 3 different flavors, lemon, apricot, and apple cinnamon. My personal favorite is the apricot. My husband likes the apple cinnamon the best. So they are green, so be aware of that. They have what's called apithyl, which is an extract from spinach that helps create a feeling of I can't say that word right, but feeling that you're full. Satiety. There we go. And what it does is many of us are eating too many processed foods, which are digested very quickly, and the little receptor sites for our brain to receive the signal that we're full, that we're not hungry anymore, are further down in the digestive tract. And usually by the time that food gets down there, it's already broken down so much that it doesn't trigger those receptor sites. And so we never get the signal that we're full, even if we are. And so what the apithyl does, the green stuff, the extract from the spinach, and there's been several very successful studies on this, is as you take this, it binds to the fat that you're eating. So you always want to eat, and this applies to the mix as well, which we'll talk just a little bit about, but this kind of applies to both. So we'll cover with both of these. But the apithyl needs to bind to a fat, and then as it's bound to that fat, it goes down and it hits that receptor site within our digestive tract and tells the body, hey, you're full. And it really does make you full. If the Slim and Sassy bars have enough fat in them for the apithyl to bind to, so you don't have to worry about eating an additional fat. And I'm talking like a healthy fat, like an avocado, some coconut oil, something, a good fat, some nuts, a handful of like walnuts or something. But the control bars already have enough fat for the apithyl to bind to. But if you don't, like if you do the mix in just water and you don't have any fats with it, it's just going to pass that receptor site by. You need the fat for it to work. But it really does reduce cravings. It really does work. So if you're wanting to control your appetite, then you want to eat these. Like, let's say I have afternoon munchies, then I would want to eat my control bar probably in the morning. Or if I have late night munchies, I would probably want to eat my control bar in the afternoon. Now, I like these. My husband actually eats these for breakfast. I think they're really great meal replacement bars. They're about 200 calories a piece, so they can replace a meal. And they will make you feel full. And they are green, so don't be put off when you open. They do taste way better than they look, I will tell you that. And they are pretty sweet. If you're not used to different kind of, bars and stuff, then it might be a stretch for you. But I really enjoy it. And I think that they're yummy bars. They look a little funky, but just get over that. It's all good. And then there's some Massassi Control. This is an instant mix, and this is what you're going to mix with some kind of beverage. So, and this also has some, Slim and Sassy metabolic blend in the mix only. The essential oil blend is not in the bars. So this really does help control appetite. Same thing, same process of the Apithil, but since this doesn't have, it's a powder, it doesn't have the fat in it, you have to make sure that you take it with some fat. So I will tell you that this is a little bit gritty. So you would like to, you're going to want to put it in something that has some texture. So like a green smoothie or a trim shake or something. If you just mix it with water, it's really hard to get down. But it really does work well. And I like it. I think, what did I have it with? I had it with the vanilla trim shake, the Control Instant Mix, and I think some of the PB8 powder or PB2, I can't remember, the peanut butter powder. And it was actually really, really good. And so you can kind of play around with that. But if you're trying to manage your portion sizes and you're trying to control your appetite, these are very powerful and they work. This comes in a box of 30 little packets for you to mix. You can see it here. And that's about a month's supply. And on the Slim and Sassy bars, you can buy them individually, or you can get a 3-pack, which is one of each flavor. So depending on your needs. So the Slim and Sassy trim shakes, I love these. I am addicted to my chocolate trim shake. I didn't pack any. I was just up in Utah for a few days and I didn't pack any with me. And I was just like, oh, I miss my trim shake. But I like to mix mine with, right now I'm on almond cashew milk that I like. But you can do almond milk, coconut milk, if you like whole milk, whatever milk you like, this is a great thing to mix it with. You can do it with just water, but I will tell you it's very, very thin if you do just water. But this is a great meal replacement for you. It's got fabulous protein and fiber content. It really helps with the release of the stress hormone cortisol, which is associated with weight, especially around your midsection. It helps control stress-reduced appetite because it really helps you feel full. I can drink my trim shake in the morning and I am good till probably about 1 o'clock, and I'm good. So it really helps support healthy blood sugar levels, enhance energy levels. It comes in vanilla or chocolate. I personally prefer the chocolate. It's not super chocolatey, but I like that flavor a little bit better. The vanilla, I'm just not a fan of the vanilla flavor. But if you like to add fruit or something to your shakes, your trim shakes, then the vanilla is a great base to add in some fruit or even some spinach to have like a green smoothie. So it can be very good. And you can add in your essential oils as well. I know I have a friend that loves to add Slim and Sassy to her chocolate trim shake and says it tastes like a Thin Mint. So there's lots of good things to go there. One container contains 40 servings, but I will tell you that the serving is 4 ounces and 1 scoop of mix. And to me, that's not enough. I need 8 ounces and I need 2 scoops. And so that's typically my dose. So that 1 container is going to last me 20 days. So keep that in mind as you're kind of figuring out like how long it's going to last you. Because I feel like the 1 scoop to 4 ounces excuse me, of liquid is just, it's just not enough to keep you full. But if you do 2 scoops and 8 ounces of liquid, you know, some kind of milk, then you're good. And it does mix well. Like you can use those blender bottles that you just shake. It mixes very well. I usually stick it in my Blendtec when I'm home, and it mixes real nice. So I love the trim shakes. VShape. This is our vegan option, and as you know, same as the trim shakes, it contains the Solathin and the Essentia Trim, which really just help keep you feeling full. So this has 7 grams of plant source protein, and the protein is sourced from pea, quinoa, and amaranth. It really doesn't have a flavor, so this is a really good base. Like if you're wanting to make maybe green smoothies or something like that, this is very, very basic. It doesn't have any flavor, so this is not one you want to eat just plain. This is one you want to mix in with something. The vanilla and the chocolate can really stand on their own, but the VShape doesn't stand on its own. You need to add something to it. So I'll use this when I'm doing my green smoothies to add that in there, so I have some additional protein and fiber, and it works really great for that. Okay, Tangerine Essential Oil. This is one that cannot be bought. It is a special oil. You can get it, right now you can get it 2 ways. The first way is for, if you're brand new in doTERRA, your first 120 days you can participate in our share program, which helps you share oils with your friends and family. And as they share and enroll, you can get credit to earn a free tangerine oil and some other goodies as well. Right now, and this is limited supply, you can get our Summer Sensations kit, or Sensational Flavor kit. It looks like this. It's 4 oils, and it's got spearmint, cumin, dill, and tangerine in it. So if you haven't gotten one yet, I highly suggest you grab a Sensational Flavors kit, because tangerine is just a ray of sunshine. It smells so phenomenal. So this is, it's just such a beautiful, deep, rich, citrusy smell. It is very, very orange. I made a mistake. It can help with reduced swelling. And when I had my oral surgery, I put some on my cheeks to help reduce swelling. And it just, that's why it says can cause skin discoloration. I had orange cheeks for about a week from that. It was pretty funny. But hey, my swelling went down, so it was all good. It's a great source of antioxidants, very relaxing aroma, supports healthy immune function. It's very detoxifying as well. Now, chemically, it is a little bit different because it has some sesquiterpene aldehydes in it, which most citrus oils do not. It can be photosensitive with topical use, so be careful when going out to the sun. But it's mainly monoterpene hydrocarbons and monoterpene alcohols. But the sesquiterpene aldehydes makes the tangerine very unique. Okay, emotionally, tangerine is the oil of cheer and creativity. It has very strong qualities of cheer and joyfulness. And seriously, when you smell it, it's just like, oh, this smells so good. It can really help those who feel cut off from the lightness of heart that is often manifested in children. So if you're just adulting way too well, you're just really in adult mode and just not having the ability to have fun, tangerine can be very powerful. Combine that with some ylang ylang in your diffuser, and you will feel like a kid again. It's so great. It helps those that feel overburdened by responsibility and can benefit from tangerine's uplifting vibrations. I know I use tangerine a lot because I get stuck in adult mode and I don't remember how to have fun and be a kid and just be kind of carefree. And so I love to combine tangerine and ylang ylang in my diffuser to help me kind of get that back. It encourages the person to be creative and spontaneous. It invites individuals to make room for their creative side and asks that we reinsert fun, joy, and spontaneity into our lives. It supports an individual in assessing the abundant pool of creative energy flowing through the heart and into physical manifestation. So this can be a great one if you are struggling. Maybe you have a project that you need to get creative on, or maybe you're artistic and you're wanting some inspiration. Tangerine and clary sage can be really great oils to help spark those creative juices. So negative emotions are overburdened by responsibilities, dutifulness, which stifles creativity, downtrodden, heavy-hearted, lack of fun or joy in life. And positive properties that helps us feel are cheerful, fun, abundantly creative, spontaneous, enjoying life, lighthearted, and joyfully optimistic. Terra Greens. This is another supplement. It is powdered. It is one that it can provide the body with essential nutrients. It helps support immune health. It supports digestive health as well, and weight management. It's all natural ingredients, GMO and gluten-free. It's very vegan friendly as well. And you add a scoop of Terra Greens to 8 ounces of your favorite beverage and drink immediately. I would recommend water or drinking it or mixing it in with a smoothie or something. I tried it with some apple juice, and it has stevia in it, so it's already pretty sweet. And when you stick it in with juice, it makes it super duper sweet, and it's hard to drink. But this is a great way to get your greens and get that good stuff in your body, help alkalize your body, and have a healthy, balanced body. And you can mix it in with different smoothies and with your trim shakes, and use it that way as well. Terra Shield, and you can see the new Terra Shield spray on here. I love this blend. It is the outdoor blend. It used to be called the repellent blend, but because of lovely regulations by certain agencies, we will remain nameless. We cannot use the word repellent. So it is the outdoor blend, but it does what I just said it did. So it's got ylang ylang, Nootka wood, cedar wood, catnip, lemon eucalyptus, Litsea, arborvitae, vanilla bean, and a lot of good stuff in there, in a base of fractionated coconut oil and tamanu seed oil. And all of those oils are very, they help keep pests away, both physical and energetic pests. So I love it. It's a very sweet scent. I think it smells phenomenal. It does not smell like bug spray at all, but it works very well. Now, I will tell you, if you live in an area like I do, I live in Houston, with very, very aggressive mosquitoes or aggressive bugs, don't leave any spots uncovered with this. So what I typically do is I'll take my spray and I'll do a spray here and a spray here, and then I'll take my hand and make sure I get it rubbed in everywhere. Because those mosquitoes are opportunistic, and they will find the gap in the armor, so to speak. Jennifer, great question. She said, are the spray and oil the same, or is one diluted? They are the same. It's just a different amount of oil. So the spray, let me go grab it for you. I love it. It's not huge. I believe the wholesale amount for this, and here's a regular sized bottle so you can kind of compare. You guys see that okay? So this is a 30 milliliter spray, which I love. I think it's the perfect size because I can throw it in my purse real quick, and it's there, and it's not taking up a bunch of space or very heavy. But I just do spray. I do about 2 sprays per loom and rub it in. And I've actually been diluting the spray down even more, where I'll just pour out half into an empty container, and then I'll fill up the rest with coconut oil, and it's still been super effective. So this just makes it very, very convenient and helps it easier to apply. Because I've seen people, and they'll take the Terra Shield and they'll put like a drop here and a drop here, and I'm sorry, but it's not like this magical thing that's going to keep the bugs away. You've got to rub it on. You've got to cover yourself and cover your areas, because those bugs will find the holes in the armor. So, and you can even diffuse Terra Shield at, picnics and events to keep bugs and flies away. So, So Erlene asked, what size bottle do you pour the spray in to dilute? I leave it in this bottle. So I just pour out a little in a bottle just to hold. And then I just pour out about half, and then I fill the rest with coconut oil. And then once this is done, I'll pour that other bottle back in here. So I'm just using the Terra Shield bottle, which is 30 milliliters. And 30 milliliters is about, I believe it's about 1 ounce. I think it's about 1 ounce. I'm not positive. But yeah, that's what I do. So emotionally, this is the oil of shielding. So this is very important because there's energy everywhere, okay? Everything has energy. That's just, it does. Everything's vibrating, the little atoms and everything, right? And so sometimes we've got people that their energy gets stuck on us, or they're being very negative or being a pest, and we take that on. So Terra Shield helps us shield. So think Terra Shield, so this is shielding. So it helps individuals stay calm in the face of danger or attack. It strengthens the protective shield around one's body, helping them to feel safe. So I kind of like to call this the anti-bully oil. So if you've got somebody that's picking on you or picking on your kids, put some Terra Shield on them. It really does work, and it helps keep those pests away. Especially with children and adults who unconsciously merge with other people's energy, that can weaken your own energetic system. So if you're one that maybe you're very empathetic, and if you go and you're dealing with a friend that maybe is going through a very hard time and you tend to take that on, put some Terra Shield on before you talk to that friend, and it can really help you not to take that stuff on. It teaches individuals to hold strong boundaries and not allow themselves to be pushed around. It imbues individuals with courage and confidence to stand up for themselves and face their attackers. So I have used this myself. I have used this with my kids for these purposes, and it is very effective. And unlike the actual, mosquitoes, you don't need to slather it all over the body. Usually just a little bit on the back of the neck or over the heart or on the bottoms of the feet can be super effective at just helping you have that boundary so you're not taking on other people's stuff. Okay, so negative emotions are feeling unprotected, attacked, defenseless, or poor boundaries. Positive properties are courageous, standing up for oneself, self-contained, safe, strong, and boundaries. So this is a powerful, powerful emotional oil that we use a lot in our house. Terrazyme. This is something that I think everybody needs. So enzymes are little goodies in our body that help break down our food. And if we don't have the right enzymes to break down our food cannot get properly digested. It gets gunked all in our digestive tract. Think of a pipe with a bunch of gunk in it, right? It doesn't get digested. So we have all this basically rotting food in our gut that needs to be broken down. And so that's what Terrazyme does. Because our body naturally produces enzymes. But as we age and as we eat crappy diets and as we have stress, those enzyme amounts are depleted, and we don't have the right enzymes to break down everything. Okay, so it helps support a healthy digestion and healthy metabolism. It helps us actually absorb our food better. And if you're one that tends to get upset or stomach upset or gassy when you eat certain foods, Terrazyme can be a godsend for you, because it will help you break down those foods that definitely can cause discomfort. Now, sometimes when we eat foods, we might not have a visible stomach or digestive discomfort show. We might have some tension or discomfort in our head. That's what happened to me. And I didn't put it together that the head discomfort I was having was caused by what I was eating. But as I started taking Terrazyme, the head discomfort went away. So that was very, very powerful. I love this one. This is one I take on a daily basis. Very safe. So you want to take 1 to 3 vegetable capsules with meals throughout the day. If you're eating really healthy foods, just take 1. If you're eating super processed foods, really junky foods, then take 2 to 3. And you can take it before or after the meal. If you're eating something that you know is going to make you pay for it, take it before. It's not going to make you pay for as much. Or if you get to the point where like, oh, I shouldn't have eaten that, take your Terrazyme. It's still going to take a little time. It'll take, but that discomfort can definitely be relieved. So I love Terrazyme. Thyme. This is a hot oil, so be careful with this. It is sourced from Germany. It can support a healthy inflammatory response. It protects against environmental threats and is just a powerhouse. It is cleansing and purifying both for the skin and for the body. If you do put this on your skin, I would recommend diluting it, so don't put thyme on there straight. But if you're having some different, maybe some breakouts or some occasional warts or something, then thyme could be a benefit for that. This has, you can add this to your diffuser to promote a sense of alertness. I would recommend, if you are putting this into your diffuser, do not have your diffuser near your face because it can be irritating to your eyes. But this definitely can be help both purify the air and create alertness. So I love thyme. Chemically, it is a very, very diverse oil. So it has some oils that are going to help with an inflammatory response. So if you're having some discomfort, maybe you worked out and that muscle is a little bit sore, thyme can be very, very beneficial and calming. It's got a lot of phenols, and those phenols mean that it's going to be hot. Phenols are great against environmental threats and really help support our immune system and help it be at that peak performance. And thyme emotionally is, this one's a powerhouse. This is the oil of releasing and forgiving. So this is one of the most powerful cleansers of the emotional body. So be careful with it. It really is a powerhouse. It can assist trapped feelings, which have been buried for a long time. So I don't remember who, I'm trying to remember who asked about maybe it was Elaine or Melody, but sometimes you have trapped feelings that have been buried that might be suppressed. Thyme can pull those out, so be careful with that. It reaches deep within the body and soul, searching for unresolved negativity. So this really can, yes, Melody, I was like, I was getting names confused on who had asked the question, but this can be a very powerful one. It brings to the surface old stagnant feelings. So guys, I would recommend that if you're not ready to deal with some stuff, you might be careful because it can bring some stuff up. It's very helpful in treating toxic emotions of hate, rage, anger, and resentment, which cause the heart to close. So it really, but it's not one that's, it helps resolve that. It helps bring in forgiveness, especially the forgiveness of deep, deep wounds. It empties the soul of negativity, leaving the heart wide open. In this openness, the individuals can feel tolerance and patience for others and forgiveness. It's able to receive love and offer forgiveness. And individuals forgive, they free themselves from that emotional bondage. So it kind of sparks this cycle, right? And taking you from a place of anger, resentment, and rage, and all those negative emotions to a space of forgiveness and love. So negative emotions are unforgiving heart, anger, rage, hate, bitterness, resentment, and emotional bondage. And positive properties are forgiving, tolerant, emotional release, patient, open-hearted, and understanding. Tightening serum. This is part of our essential skincare line. And this is just amazing. It's great for more than just your face. So if you have any skin area that could use a little bit of tightening, this is amazing. And a tiny, tiny bit goes a long way. So it contains rhizobium, cassia gum, and proprietary oat extracts, which have that lifting, those immediate lifting benefits. You can put it on and it's instantaneous. So take some before and after pictures. It really does work. It has biometric peptides, I'm totally butchering words today, that help brighten your skin and reduce the appearance of age spots. You have a nice even complexion. So it's got great oils in it, frankincense, Hawaiian sandalwood, and myrrh that we know are so, so good for the skin. So you want to apply in an upward out motion, okay? And put it after your toner, but before your moisturizer. Okay, so it goes between toner and moisturizer. That's where you would put your serum. If you are maybe wanting to put this maybe on your stomach area, your thighs, something that can use a little bit of firming and lifting, then just use a little bit. A little bit goes a long way, and go for it. It's going to take you, like if you want some permanent, not permanent lifting, but more lasting effects, it's going to take some time. So be regular with it and apply it on a consistent basis. Tri-Ease, and I think this is our last one, but Tri-Ease is our seasonal blend. This is the soft gel, and it has lemon, lavender, and peppermint in it, which are so great for seasonal threats that happen as the seasons change and just everything goes haywire, doesn't it? So I love trays. This is one for me personally that I do burp up a lot. So I have to eat a lot of food. I have to eat this very first and then put a bunch of food on top of it so I'm not burping up peppermint and lavender all day. But it works so effectively, and it really helps with clear breathing and healthy respiratory functions. It's very cleansing and very, very calming to those senses. And you can take 1 to 2 at a time, depending on your needs and how your body is responding to that seasonal change. So, but remember, it's not a drug, so it's not going to have the same implications. You don't have to wait as long in between taking them, so you can take it as needed. And if you're one that you can't swallow pills or you just burp this up too much, you can just take a roller bottle as well and just put equal parts, like in a 10 milliliter roller bottle, you can put equal parts of the lemon, lavender, and peppermint, probably about 10 to 20 drops of each, and do the rest fractionated coconut oil. And just use that. I love to apply it on the back of my neck. And if I'm I'm in the middle of an attack, I will put it just like right here on my nose and my sinus area so that I can get some immediate relief. And it does. It works great. And I love this blend. Very, very effective. Okay, so don't forget to connect with me online. I'm on social media. You can email me, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. I'm there, Periscope. And you can always check out my website, NicoleRvincent.com. It is in the middle of, I'm working on updating it, so watch for new things over this next couple weeks. And these webinars happen every Tuesday. We start with a Q&A at 4 o'clock. That part is not recorded. That's just kind of an open forum where you can ask questions and not necessarily worry about the wording and the phrasing that you use. And then it's followed immediately at 4:30 Central Standard Time with this webinar. We're getting close to the end. I'm so excited. Hopefully you've enjoyed this series. So I think we probably will only have 2, maybe 3 weeks left. We'll have to see how many oils we have left. But I'm so excited. I've really enjoyed this series and spotlighting all of the fabulous doTERRA products. So have a great, great day. We'll talk with you soon. Bye, guys.